Well, hello everyone! Welcome to Cooking with the Hillbilly. My name is Waluigi the Hillbilly, and I'm going to be your host and chef today. And welcome to my kitchen. Now you're probably wondering, what are we going to be cooking today? Well, the answer is, we're going to be cooking cheeseburgers. Now let's start gathering our ingredients. So obviously for cheeseburger, we're going to need some patties. Unfortunately, due to our limited freezer space here, we can't exactly make patties from scratch because we don't have enough space to fit some ground beef. So we're going to have to do with some frozen ones. So this is what I got for today. These are Fairly Gourmet 100% pure beef quarter-pound patties. Now me personally, I prefer Bubba Burgers for pre-made patties, but my local grocery store didn't have any this week, so I made do with these. The key is, really any patties that are pre-made will do good, as long as they have a lean fat mixture of 20% lean and 80% fat. Any more or any less, and the burgers are going to turn out not so good. Now obviously we're going to need some buns as well. So I got this 8-count pack of Ballpark burger buns. They're pretty good. And of course, what's a cheeseburger without cheese? So let's get some out of the... Yeah, you saw nothing. I'm going to be cooking 4 burgers today, and here they are. So the first thing I'm going to do, before we actually start cooking, is I'm going to season them liberally with some salt. Like this. See, you want to get it all over just like that. Now, it's time to fire up the grill. Now this here is our grill. It's a Charbroil brand propane power grill, so I'm going to pull it out of it here. Open the lid. Next up, I'm going to go in here. Okay, and I'm going to turn the propane on. Now, turn the burners on, we just do it like this. Now, the first burner is on, so I'm going to light the grill. First burner's lit, now to light the second. Alright, now I'm going to shut the lid to allow the grill to warm up. As you can see, it's pretty hot already, but the grates themselves still actually have to warm up. It's a hot day out, so the temperature gauge is naturally up. And it sits under this black cover, so I typically let it warm up to about 200 degrees, but I'm going to wait a little bit to throw the burgers on. Alright, grill's warmed up a little bit, now it's time to throw the burgers on. So we're going to open the lid, take the burgers, and throw them on. Listen to that sizzle. That means you're doing right. Alright, the burgers are cooking, so we're going to shut the lid and let them cook. Alright, the time has come to flip the burgers, so let's open the lid up and start flipping. I got my spatula here, so we're going to flip them over just like this. Yes, they're starting to form a nice golden brown color, which is exactly what we want. Look at this, they're looking so juicy, just like my link. Yeah, right. So the next thing you do, I season the burgers with salt, so I'm going to season the other sides now that they are cooked. This will allow the salt to stick better to the burgers for more juiciness, as the salt allows the moisture to spread. Now, one quick note about seasoning. If you want to add some other kind of flavors to your burgers, you can always season them with garlic, you can season them with some basil, or you can season them with paprika as well, but I don't have any on me at the moment. I should also probably mention that for me personally, for these types of patties, an ample flipping time is about 30 seconds to a minute. But this will depend on a lot of things. It will depend on the thickness of your patty and how you want your burger. These are being cooked medium rare to medium. Time to flip them again. Now I should also probably mention I typically flip my burgers 3 times. However, some do more, some do less. I've seen various methods work, but this is just my personal method. Now it's time to put the cheese on. So, I put the cheese on, now I'm just going to let it sit and melt for a few seconds, and then the burgers will be done. The burgers are done. Look how delicious and juicy they are. But you must remember, cooking isn't just about the actual cooking, it's also about the cleanup. I've got both of my grill burners off. I need to make sure the gas is off too, which it is. Now let's see, what's the temperature at? Alright, it's at 150 now, so I'm going to open the lid back up, and I'm going to let the grill cool for a while longer until it's ready to be covered up. Now, one last tip for your burgers is to make sure you have everything that everyone wants. Cheese is obvious, but not everyone wants cheese, so depending on who you're cooking for, you might want to have some with cheese and some without. Other toppings that people usually like include ketchup, mustard, sometimes mayonnaise, lettuce, tomatoes, and onions. In addition to your burgers for your barbecue, you're also going to want to have some good sides. Some popular sides that I typically use are watermelon, baked beans, french fries, macaroni and cheese, potato chips, and pretzel bites. And you can't forget some good drinks. Water and soda will usually do the trick for a good barbecue. Now I want to thank you all for watching this week's episode of Cooking with the Hillbilly. Next episode we're going to be using these two types of sodas for something special. What might it be, you ask? Tune in next time and find out.